Yeah, hi guys. My name is Alaba Ojapinwa. We are going to be talking about migration today, specifically skilled migration. Pardon me, this is an amateur and impromptu video, uh, just for us to start a conversation on this. And this conversation, I must say, is informed by a title we recently published. Uh, the title of our book is Skilled Migration, Canadian Experience, Myths and Realities, the Good, the Bad, the Ugly. And permit me to show you the book. This is the title we just published, and because of this, we'll be having questions about migration, skilled migration specifically to Canada. Uh, Migration is not a new phenomenon, especially to Nigerians. Um, uh, Nigeria happens to be one of the most prominent source countries to migration, in migration to the destination countries. When you talk of the Philippines, the Indians, China, Mexico, the next country that comes to mind is Nigeria. And by the last time I checked the statistics, there are about 15 million Nigerians in diaspora. Records say 5 to 15 million. But stick to the 15 million Nigerians in diaspora. In Canada, there are over 30,000 Nigerians in Canada. And if you look at the fact that this is a recent wave, only in recent times that Nigerians started moving to Canada, that is becoming a significant figure. Another statistics that we might want to look at is the issue of a remittance. In 2015 alone, Nigerians in diaspora remitted about $22 billion to Nigeria, and that is by World Bank estimates. And you will agree with me that official estimates most likely did not capture a lot. Maybe that might be about a half of the total figure, because a lot goes down on the ground. So those are the statistics. Now, if you look at the statistics and you look about it, in our budget in 2015 was about 4.8 trillion naira. If you look at the current exchange rate of about 500 naira to $1, $22 billion, if we hit it this year, will be about 11 trillion naira. And our budget this year is about 7 point something trillion. So you will agree with me that remittance is a huge deal. It's a big deal that a source country like Nigeria should you should pay very, very close attention to. So like we said, migration is not a new phenomenon, especially to Nigerians. Nigerians have been very enterprising and have responded to the innate qualities of man to always look outside his immediate environment, to look outside the immediate field for greener pastures. And Nigerians have done well in that, excelling in various fields of endeavor all over the world. Now, the question is, how do we continue to be winners in this very important aspect of our national life? We need to engender a national strategy. To me, that will be a national economic strategy because of the statistics we have just talked about. To this moment, it has been individual efforts. It has been maybe family efforts, that has been prominent in the migration process. But looking at the importance of remittance, And not only remittance, skill transfer, social capital transfer, and a lot of other benefits, human capital development that comes with it, that people transfer back to the source countries. Remittance has been seen as one of the veritable instruments to achieve our development goals. It therefore means that we should not leave this to individual effort. There has to be economic strategy, a national strategy, especially because of the recent change in the dynamics of migration experience. You cannot extrapolate the strategies or the tactics of 15, 20 years ago to the present time. The dynamics have changed. So how do we continue to get the most benefits so that this does not become a zero-sum game, such that once we leave our country, then we are lost. We will not get the intended benefit. It means that people have to come together. There has to be proper planning. The conversation has to be taken to a higher level. We have to plan. How does the migrant get the best? The recent conversation and rhetoric coming from all over the world, Brexit, and the conversation coming from America, is very instructive. It's very instructive that we cannot be using old tactics and expect to get desired result. Canada offers an alternative, a very viable alternative to intending migrants, but it has to be done properly, because the good, the bad, the ugly to exist here in Canada. And so how do we do it so that we have teeming and burgeoning talented population in Nigeria who are ready to move, who are on the move? So to some of us, it has become very important, and we have taken it upon ourselves to see to it that people get the best out of their migration experience. And like I said, that informs why some of us have looked for time out of no time to publish a book like this. This book says, Canada is a fantastic country and arguably the best place on earth that anybody might want to live, raise children, raise a family, develop a skill, or die. Yeah, but is Canada El Dorado? Is success taken for granted once you move there? Is success and fulfillment automatic? No, especially in this current world. The space is becoming stiff. The competition is becoming stiffer. So how do we go around this? How do we make the best deal for our people? This is the reason for this conversation. In the coming videos and conversations, which will be informed by the questions I get today and afterwards, we will continue to talk about it. How do you, arrange yourself, arrange your family? How do you keep it in mind that it is the human capital that you put in yourself from Nigeria that you can transfer here, and vice versa, such that as you are planning your migration as a plan B, that whatever you are doing in your country is as important, because you are going to refer to that. Your skill, finances, everything is going to be important to you here. But my own concern now is, how do people get it right so that they don't